Tomorrow on Q96.1, it's another Intuitive Tuesday where medium Maureen Hancock is going to be giving free readings to our listeners right here on the air. And if you'd like to be one of those people, go to our website, Q961.com, and Maureen is with us right now. Good morning, Maureen.
Good morning.
We're so glad to have you on the show.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
I want to tell everyone that Maureen has written an incredible book called The Medium Next Door, Adventures of a Real-Life Ghost Whisperer. And I was wondering, Maureen, how old were you when you first realized that you had been given this gift? Were you a child?
I was actually 5 years old when I realized it. I had a childhood illness, lead paint poisoning. This is back in the day when everything was lead paint based, and I chewed on the windowsills. And I slipped into a coma, and I spent 3 years in and out of Children's Hospital in Boston. I should not have survived. And when I came home from the hospital, I started to see spirits all over the house. And I just thought, because we're Irish, my parents had a lot of parties. They were drunken house guests. That wasn't the case.
So is this something that over the course of your life you've learned to control and have some ability to manage? I imagine in the beginning it must have been kind of overwhelming and frightening.
Very scary in the beginning, and I would pull the covers up, and a lot of kids are very sensitive and feel things, know things. And throughout the years, I would try to hide it, and then I was in a car accident at 25, basically died and came back, broke every bone in my face, and then I started to hear spirits instead of see them. But I learned how to get control, and so that in the beginning, though, it was all the time. I hated it. There was no on-off switch. Now I found the switch.
I'm picturing you in the gate area at an airport or in a restaurant or a Starbucks or whatever, and trying to focus on what you're reading or the conversation you're having while all around you kind of signals are coming at you. Is that a little bit what it's like?
Sometimes it is like that. So that's where I kind of turn it off. And, where it happens a lot is when I'm with my kids, like on the soccer field or football, and I'm trying to tune out and just be mom instead of medium mom. And so it can be a little bit difficult. For the most part, though, now I have my boundaries and I can turn it on and off when I choose. And I have to kind of get into a space where clear mind and whatnot. So
have you ever been tempted, or maybe you have done this, where, you're someplace and you feel compelled to go up to a stranger, maybe put your hand on their arm and say, stop feeling sad. I have a message for you. I mean, have you ever done that? And how has that been received, if you have?
Yeah, I've actually done that a few times. I try to have spirit etiquette, if you will, and because you don't know what personal beliefs are, or if people, I don't want to open up a can of worms that's going to make it worse. For the most part, it is very comforting to know that they're still a part of our lives and still with us. So one example I can think of is, at the supermarket, there was a woman crying over a dairy, honest to God, and I just knew her mother just passed. I could see her there, feel her there, and so I just gently went up and, are you okay? And, did your mother just pass? But she didn't realize how I was getting the information.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm like, and she had lung cancer? Yeah. And then she just looked at me and went, wait, how do you know? So it was really beautiful for her, and she left smiling.
That's terrific. Well, Intuitive Tuesdays, once again tomorrow, you're going to be giving some readings to our listeners on Q96.1, and then you're going to be headlining in the county a special performance. It's called Maureen Hancock, Postcards from Heaven, at the Caribou Performing Arts Center, and that's going to be on Wednesday, July 16th at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
And we have ticket info. Tickets are available right now at Q961.com. We're talking with Maureen Hancock, the author of The Medium Next Door, Adventures of a Real-Life Ghost Whisperer. So you said that sometimes you have to remind yourself to be the mom and not the medium mom. Do you, when you're with your children, experience like perhaps your grandparents who are no longer with you? That must be an amazing feeling, that sense of family and continuity.
Oh, definitely. And one of my sons has this ability, very sensitive, and we just kind of are all in tune, and I've taught them so much about, life after death. And we are, I'm Catholic, and I work with a priest on this, so I know a lot of folks will say, oh, that's against the church, but for me, it really does bring peace and whatnot, and my kids are just open to it, and the teachers will ask, oh, is your mom Maureen Hancock, the medium? And before they used to say no, and now they're starting to embrace it. And, oh, yeah, that's my mother. And teaching them, we work a lot with sick children with cancer, so my kids will come with me, and I really want them to get perspective on what's important in life and how, to live this life to the fullest. And so I think it really is helping to shape their lives.
Well, tomorrow is Intuitive Tuesday on Q96.1, and Maureen Hancock will be giving away free readings. To win yours, register right now on our website at Q961.com and grab your tickets for Maureen Hancock Postcards from Heaven at the Caribou Performing Arts Center, July 16th. Maureen, it has been a pleasure talking with you. Continued success, and thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank you. And when folks come out to the show, know that it's not scary and ooga booga. I'm also the comedian medium, so it will be a wonderful night filled with laughter and tears.
Terrific. Thanks so much for talking to us. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.